It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, MarkinsPires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome. Why am I not saying what I want to say? Welcome to the longest-running daily variety show, the MarkinsPires Show, day 1968 in a row. We are getting right into it. We have a huge story, Elvis's Graceland. You guys know this has been a landmark for 50 years, I guess. But when Lisa Marie Presley, I guess she put this property up, she needed a loan. Long story short, her granddaughter, Riley Keough, she's an actress. I guess she had uncovered that the signatures were forged on this document from the bank. So right now they've halted this auction and it's going to court. I think the judge put a halt on it, at least for the meantime, so they can look at these signatures and find out if there's forgery and get into this a little bit more. We're going to talk about it. Riley Keough is fighting to stop the auction of Elvis Presley's Graceland estate. Lisa Marie Presley used Graceland as collateral. Why didn't I just read this instead of try to tell you the overview? Oh, goodness. Keough claims the loan documents are forged. A court granted a temporary restraining order, and so this is going to get really interesting very quickly. I think there's going to be probably like some sort of Lifetime miniseries made about this specific scenario here. Presley's granddaughter, the actor Riley Keough, is fighting to prevent the auction of the iconic Graceland estate. Last week, a public notice announced the foreclosure sale of the Memphis property. It claimed that Promenade Trust, which operates Graceland, owes $3.8 million to Nasani Investments and private lending to repay a loan. According to the notice, the home was scheduled for a public auction on Thursday at the Shelby County Courthouse. However, Keough, a trustee of the Promenade Trust, filed a claim on May 15th, alleging the creditor used forged signatures. This is where it gets really interesting. Media outlets, including USA Today, citing Keough's legal team, reported that the temporary restraining order had been granted, delaying the auction. Keough's lawyers and Graceland did not immediately respond to requests for comment. What do you guys think they're going to say back when they do respond? Yeah, we needed this done. We told the guy in the back, just kind of flip the signature, and it's easier for you to copy it when you flip it. You guys saw that. It's Catch Me If You Can. If you look it up, Leonardo DiCaprio gave you that one. Anyway, according to the lawsuit, Lisa Marie Presley, the late daughter of Elvis, is accused of borrowing $3.8 million from Nasani Investments in May 2018. She gave the deed of trust related to the sale. What the hell is this? Keep going. What is this? Sorry, I don't know why this is happening. Is that better? Should be better. $3.8 million, Nasani Investments, 2018, gave the deed to Graceland as collateral. But Keough alleged in the lawsuit that the documents used were fraudulent. Matt Cox did the work. You guys know him here on TikTok especially, right? She claimed her mother never borrowed the money nor gave the deed trust. While the documents bear signatures, oops, sorry guys, we have a woo-hoo from Matt Zabrowski. Woo-hoo! Zabrowski, you brought it to us, especially right in the middle of an Elvis story. You brought us the woo-hoo. That was good. That's a good one, guys. You're more fortunate. Your day could start now. You got the woo-hoo. Anyway, injunction hearing is scheduled for Wednesday. Business Insider was unable to reach Nasani Investments for a comment either. Guys, Keough recently starred in Daisy Jones and the Six. I know you saw it. I'm sorry? No, I don't watch TV or movies anymore. I go live every day for the last 1,968 days in a row creating. I don't take something that someone else was like, oh, this will be fun. Go out and do that, Mark. I could. You have something you want me to read? I'll do it, you know? But when I show up here, we live in the moment, take this guitar out, and we write songs on the drum I invented, or we just create comedy, right? Live in the moment, that's what we're here to do. Guys, there's a lot of negativity in this world. What I'm trying to do is break us away from it every day for just a little bit. A community, a place where we could connect and laugh and just kind of feel good for a little while. We get enough of everything else. The division, I get it. I know it all exists, but my parents told me not to talk about religion, politics, or money. So I show up here and I bring you guys something different. True, pure entertainment, live creation in the moment. It's the only show on earth that has released 209 songs in the world in the last 5 years and put out 10 feature films. They're all on YouTube for free to watch. Just go to MarkinsPires and subscribe, turn on all notifications. The 13.8 acre estate was purchased by Elvis Presley in 1957 for $102,500. Guys, that's a steal back in 1957 for 13.8, Memphis. After his death in 1977, Graceland became a National Historic Landmark and one of Tennessee's top tourist attractions. So the question is, what do these people, Nasani Investments, want to do with Graceland anyway? They're going to auction it off. But we want our money. We don't care about the historic value of Graceland and Elvis. Some stupid family. Bezos, I'm going to go buy the property down in Memphis. Oh, you're going to go do that, Bezos? Is that where you're going to launch your next rocket that looks like a dong? You guys know it. You're like, it's a little weird. Bezos is in a dong, traveling to outer space. I know, to low Earth orbit.
I got to outer space.
Did you? What, 70 miles above us? You went to outer space? I love that, guys. International Space Station. We're in space, are you? You're just a little higher than the plane, right? I mean, my plane went up to 40,000 feet. Oh yeah, well, we're up at 70,000 feet or whatever the hell it is, 70 miles. It's more like 235,000 feet, but still, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's not space, guys. It's not outer space. It's inner space. In the, direct area of where you could see space, but you're like, I wonder how to get there. Van Allen belts. I don't know. We're going to start going through that at some other time in the future. After we went to the moon in the tinfoil can, where there's a cardboard piece on the top. I don't know if you saw that video. That was great. Elvis, buried alongside several members, including his daughter, his grandson, and his parents, there at Graceland, and they're going to just auction off the property. So Elvis's body is just like somebody else owns Elvis's bones. They're out there doing a world tour. Guys, come see Elvis's bones. Wait, you guys dug up the body of Elvis? There's nothing left. There's just bones, The maggots went to work on Elvis, you know what I mean? But we took the bones. Guys, here, we even put one of those little, you push the button and it sings to you. Oh, I found my thrill. And he's singing to you, Elvis. He's got a whole collection there. You could pick your favorite song and listen to the bones, That's what I'm glad Riley Keough is trying to force this thing to at least try to put a halt on it and maybe retain her property. It's a shame when this type of thing happens anyway. I mean, this is like the family. You would assume a family like this has so much money. They'd just be like, yeah, I'll just give you the 3.5. We got it, off of Elvis's Spotify streams. But for a billion plays, he's making 40K. Snoop Dogg let us in on that one. I haven't gotten my first 40K check. No, I haven't gotten to 1 billion views for my 209 songs on Spotify, but they don't even know about it because I think there's literally nobody who knows about it. But that's what happens when you deliver truth for almost 6 years in a row every single day and no one knows you exist because you've said too many things that piss off people in charge of the platforms that you're live on. And what do you mean by that, Mark? Well, if they tell you that this is something and I just say, wait a minute, guys, are you sure that that's what that is? You're now hidden from society. You can't question, this is working? It doesn't do anything for anybody. No, if you say you're in trouble now, they'll weigh you 5,747 masks. You do an impression of Weasel Froggy, you are kept from the world, This is just the reality of being the MarkinsPires show, the Mark Pires experience of not having a script. Every day I show up and I read you something that's going on and tell you how I really feel about it. Or when someone says, oh, weigh 5,746 masks. You say, wait, are you sure you need to do that? I was thinking maybe you just don't, and everybody else can walk around like a Magoo with the stupid 506,000 masks on, and 67 shots. And this one's going to work, But making comedy is where you run into trouble in 2024. Satire died. I don't know if you guys know that. It did. It died. If anybody's on at all, like, hello, what the freaking hell? Hey, YouTube, guys, can you head over to YouTube and help a brother out when you've been live for 5+ years and they don't even let people know you're live daily? Motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about the most consistent stream on planet Earth and no one knows it exists. Gosh almighty, I hate being so honest all the time and just saying what's going on, because honestly, if I could figure out how to not say what's really going on and just tell you what they want you to hear, then I'd have millions of people joining me on a daily basis. But I can't. I have integrity. I have to show up and tell you what's going on. Oh man, you know how many times I tried to make a comedy about Trump or, you know, something that makes Biden look good? I can't. The guy's a freaking mental case. And if I try, I'm like, oh. And so that's why the first episode I did when I did, because you guys don't know this, I did the Donald Trump show 2019, and that's what got me in trouble. And it's hilarious. It's just satire. But I realized once I was being totally sidelined and suppressed and canceled for making that show, I was like, well, maybe I have to make the Joe Biden show too, so I can kind of balance, you know, get people to be like, yeah, I hate Trump or whatever. But it's just like, I think this is just me standing on the outside because I don't watch the news, okay? If I look at these two characters, take away the whole political side of things, I think Trump's hilarious. When I hear him speak, he makes me laugh. He's a comedian. He's a funny man. This other guy makes me, I want to cry for him. I want to get him a pillow because you know he's going to fall asleep as soon as that camera goes off, and he's got a diaper full. You know? And this is just the reality. I'm standing back. I'm just standing back. So there's going to be a bloodbath when this debate takes place, which is going to be completely formulated to make him look as non-mental as possible, but it's going to still look really bad. This is such a bad scenario we're living in, where you have a party who's pretending that this guy has not lost his mind and shuffling around and not knowing how to walk off a stage is normal. But if the other guy did that at all, or walks down a wet ramp, it's like every single newscast is about he's mentally unfit. But you got a guy who's been mentally unfit for 4 years here, and it's like, 4 more years! Why am I doing this? This is where I get in trouble, you know, saying how I feel. But anyway, back to it. Riley Keough. She stopped the sale, guys. Got to break through and rant for 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I'm walking away from it. Back to the comedy news where we don't talk about politics. Oh my goodness. It's like, I sometimes I just like, it breaks through for a moment, you know, and I have to just say, guys, really? Come on, wake up. Wake the fucking hell up. I'm here bringing you news that it's not political, because that's how angry I get when I think about how stupid the world is today. It's mental. If you scroll through X, all you see is people, who else can't wait for 4 more years of this? And I'm like, how these people are all paid so much money? Because nobody out there is like, this is great. Sorry. No one out there is saying this is great. Except for the people who are milking the system on this freaking insanity. Oh, goodness. Arkansas troopers play dirty trick on a fleeing motorist. What are we doing here? He wrecked out. Let's just watch it. Guys, YouTube, X, Rumble, just type in MarkinsPires. We're live there right now.
And
it looks better than
how
this.
much you're paying for it. You could do this.
And nobody's freaking on. Where the hell is everybody? Unbelievable. This is why the streak's coming to an end.
Or you could do something
I can't do
about
this every day.
it, like getting the deal of a lifetime on front.
Mental. It's totally mental. You know? You got a YouTube channel of 15,000. It's not a huge number, but 15,400 people. And when I go live, 3 people see me? YouTube, go fuck yourselves. I'm so sick of how much you suppress me. Just for saying how I feel about things. Let people decide they don't like it and scroll. Don't stop people from having the ability to understand what's online, what perspectives are out there. I don't like what this guy has to say. Use your fucking finger then. But the idea that they won't even let you use your finger. They won't let you find it. YouTube, go pound sand. Demonetized me 2 months ago and called me harmful for writing songs that are true, for creating live moments every single day for 5+ years while you've held your fucking thumb on me. And then you tell me finally you're demonetized. You're harmful. Harmful for saying words. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. But it's true. And I guess I shut down the entire feed I had. That's great. That's what happens when you're pissed off. You start doing stupid things. I'm off the freaking grid completely right now. If you're on YouTube, you don't even see anything. It's all right, no one's even here anyway, right? Where's the one guy out there who's got 1 million followers who's like, this guy's been live for 5+ years every single day and no one knows it? I'm gonna let people know that there's a guy who's shown up for 1,968 days in a row to a freaking, like a dead phone line and keeps showing up because the content is so strong and so rich with creativity. But no one's seeing the artwork. No one's hearing the 209 songs on Spotify. No one's seeing the 1,000+ songs on the channel that have been created live in the moment, based on 3 words or a topic that you gave me live in the moment. I didn't show up, so a lot of times I show up and I just create a song. But a lot of times I say, guys, give me 3 words. You give me 3 words, and freaking something amazing happens. It's magic. But if you never see it, if you don't even know I exist and I stop this streak, which is gonna happen soon, then it's just there. This entire streak of 2,000 days in a row will have been there for no one to even know about. And it pisses me off, to be completely honest, that I put this much effort into the world, 4,500 pieces of content, 209 songs, iTunes and Spotify, 10 feature films, no one's seen any of it. Why create so much for a world that doesn't even know you exist, Mark? Well, because I'm an artist. Sorry, I invented the only drum in the world for guitar players and I patented it. There's not another guy you could find online who invented and patented the only drum in the world for guitar players. But they don't even let you see that. Live every night I create a song on this drum that you could play as a guitarist and makes you sound like you're a full band. They don't let you see it. It was selected editor's choice at 2019 Summer NAMM, guys. Gibson, Martin, Korg, every manufacturer of music that you know of, they had products that they were showing off at 2019 Summer NAMM. Do you know what product won editor's choice? The Beat Seat. The only drum in the world you can play with your hands and feet at the same time. You could kick it while you play your guitar and it sounds like a drum kit. It's a sensory therapy drum for those with autism. All of these things that can help the world, help musicians connect with their creativity, they don't let you see it. How freaking mental is that? Forget about my comedy, forget about saying anything about the news. Innovation, hello? Innovating music to a new, this is uncharted territory. I put out 209 symphonies. And they're all done with this drum here. Happens live in the moment. This thing sounds like a drum kit, guys. It's a box. You walk around with it in your guitar and you can put on the greatest show on earth every time you play. Go to beatseat.rocks and check it out. You'll see her sitting on it, h.e.r. She has one. I built it for her. So, do you think her, one of the greatest artists on earth, would buy a Beat Seat if it was a crap instrument? She saw something that no one else was seeing. And she said, this is something I want. No one else can do this. No one else can sit down with their guitar and put on a show without having to buy all these pedals, all these different, you have to buy a kick pedal because the way a cajon is designed, it's crap. It's got 1 panel, 1 snare. I invented a drum with 4 playable panels and 2 snares. You kick it and you play it and you have an ability for a second snare between your legs. It's insane. It sounds like a 10, 12-piece drum kit if you're a really, talented percussionist or drummer. So check that out, beatseat.rocks. Head over to YouTube. Help me out. I mean, what the freaking hell is this? I got Barella here. Barella, thank you, my friend. Someone on Twitch is here. That's great. Thank you, Twitch, for being here. Someone on Facebook. What the freaking hell? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's it. I'm not even going to... There's nothing else to tell. No other news stories. I mean, what the hell? What am I going to tell stories for? No one's here to hear it. God almighty. You're here, you're doing it. Where the freaking hell did my screen go? I had this open and then now I don't. Is this gonna work again? No, it's not. Goodness. Sometimes we gotta let it all out. You know what I mean? For me, it's been a journey of doing that honestly, I stay pretty level because I've come out here every day since this insanity started in December 31st, 2018, and I've expressed myself fully. Like, I show up and I got energy, I put it out there, and afterwards I'm calm. You know what I mean? And lately we've been doing the show in the morning and then again at night, and I get to play music for you all night on the guitar, and that is a whole different level of calm that comes to my life after I've expressed myself musically. And so there's really not much else you could say about that. As long as I can continue to do that, I'll be happy. And I always get to that once I start getting frustrated about how no one knows I exist. And I do this every day of existence. And in a world that's dying, it's a positive force in a world that's dying, and they consistently keep it from everybody. On it. Every moment I'm live, they keep from you. That's a better way of thinking about it. It's 1,968 days in a row of this exact moment we're in right now taking place, where they've said, he's on, shut him down. It's not like I'm on and it's like, oh, tomorrow we're going to shut him down. No, this moment never stops. And they're like, whenever MarkinsPires enters this moment live streamed to the world, we're shutting him down. This moment right here is where all things take place. This is where all creation takes place, where all opportunity for better things to happen take place. It's not in the future. It's not in 6 months. It's right now. And so every time it's right now and I'm live with you, they're like, cut the fucking feed, guys. Mark Pires is live in this moment where we can actually create change. Stop him. Don't allow him to reach anybody. God forbid they hear a piece of music that changes them or something that makes them laugh when we need them divided. Right now, we can't let them in. And it's not a joke. That's exactly what's going on. It's the moment, and in this moment, they shut me out of it every time I enter it. Now, I'm in that moment as much as I can when I'm not live, but when I go live, woo! They're like, that's right, we gotta shut him down, man. And you guys know why. I played this for you yesterday, but listen to the lyrics to this. You could be on the right side of it all, you're the enemy. That's the beat seat. Sounds like a drum kit. It's a box you sit on.
And no one seems to be fitting in anymore. But I don't really care, man. You do you, I'll do me. We could be better. Passion speaks louder than words. Keep it on the sidelines. Yeah, don't let the people see the signs, no. Let them stay in the dark as long as possible. And no matter how hard you try, you are locked in. When you're the enemy, they keep you from the world, yeah, they'll shut you down. When you're the enemy, you could be on the right side, yeah, when you're the enemy. Are you the enemy? You could be on the right side of it all and be the enemy. Under the stranglehold of the man, you can run as fast as you can, yeah. But they're always gaining on you. You can't get away, what you gonna do? You start to scream louder and louder, but everyone looks away. You start to scream, and they start to grin from ear to ear. Yeah, it's clear we are the enemy. We are the enemy in our own state. It's never been clearer to me. You can run as fast as you can. The cameras over there, cameras everywhere, yeah. They see your every move. Taken away in handcuffs, yeah. Got my mind blocked, yeah. Can't talk, no. Got me on shadow band, yeah. Won't see me even if you want. if you can. I'm here, yeah, but we're always being held down. They keep you from the world, yeah, they'll shut you down. You're the enemy, you're the enemy. You could be on the right side of it all, you and me. If you can think, if you breathe, if you have a thought in your mind, you're an enemy. If you're not down to divide, then you are an enemy. We're the enemies. On the right side of time, be the enemy. Sometimes you got to stand up and be your own soul, yeah. You gotta call out a wrong, gotta make it right. And if you don't join the fight, you stand by all while it all gets burned down. Slice it, they treat us like the enemy. They won't tell you what's going down, no. The enemies, it's propaganda left and right. It's all you ever see. You can't find the truth, no, 'cause you're the enemy. They keep you from the world, yeah, they'll shut you down. You're the enemy. You're the enemy. Away in handcuffs, yeah, got my mind blocked, yeah, can't talk, no, got me on shadow band, yeah, won't see me even if you want, you find me if you can, I'm here, yeah, but we're always being held down, oh yeah, when you're the enemy. Side of it all, you're the enemy. another new song.
Another new song every day. Russell Davis, thank you, my friend. Yeah, that song is spoken from experience of showing up every day for 1,968 days in a row and saying things that have made me the enemy of the people that own these social media platforms. And again, when the things you're saying are true and the things you're saying come from a place of love, when you're trying to connect the world and you're the enemy, man, you're in the twilight zone. And that's one of the songs I wrote also. We're living in the twilight zone. It's on iTunes and Spotify. Like I said, there's 209 songs that have been kept from you on iTunes and Spotify that I've written. There's more passion in all of those 209 songs than anything you've ever heard in your life, because they happen live in the moment. There is no script. There's no song. There's nothing. And then I start playing that guitar. I start playing this drum I invented. And before you know it, we're looping and we're adding. And all of a sudden, I get all this crazy stuff together. And then I improvise lyrics that come out of the moment. And when I sing stuff like, you could be on the right side of it all, you're the enemy, that came out of the moment. That's the creator speaking to you. That's not me. I'm connected to the creator because I live in this moment here, the thing that I told you they're trying to keep you from. They don't want, every time I'm in this moment here, they're like, shut that motherfucker down. We can't have him connecting with Russell. We can't have him connecting with anybody. This is too powerful. The stuff that's happening here is so powerful. On a daily. These people that own this moment here can't wait for me to stop this streak. They can't wait for me to not go live one day. It's not that I'm making the impact on the world right now. That's the point. They want me to give up before I do. The content's all there. I could walk away today and my time comes to an end and it's all there. Someone finds it who's got a big enough following and shares it. It's over. It's over for this world because everything that's come over the last 5+ years has been so powerful and pure. It's the most authentic thing on earth. And I know that to be true because I don't have a script. I've never had a script. I'm here in the moment, whether it's something you don't like or it's something you love, it's happening live. And to me, that's the purest form of entertainment. Is go on, push live and see where you go. What are you gonna do today, Mark? I don't know, I'm a celebrity impressionist. I have a guitar next to me. I invented a drum. I could read the news. I'll do anything. I don't give a crap. Whatever I feel like doing. I got a 1775 Bible sitting behind me. Sometimes I'll pull that out and read a couple verses from my 1775 Bible. That seems to have gone pretty viral on all social media platforms. Not because I created it. Well, yeah, it is. Somebody with a big enough following created a piece of content off of the content I created, and then they got millions of views. I didn't get those millions of views for my 1775 Bible. Am I hurt about that? Yeah, a bit, because everything I've done has not gone viral. Nothing I've ever done has gone viral after 5+ years, causing me to eventually having to, the streak has to come to an end because if I can't get the world to support this program, I got to just be a realtor. And that's it. Like I've tried every freaking thing possible. 10 feature films, hundreds of different comedy shows. I've done all these different game shows. I've done it all. Parodies, full movies, guys. 1.5 hour movies, 10 of them. I did them all here live in the moment. They were created live. I didn't come in here with a pen and a script and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I literally started with a word and then it turned into a full freaking feature film, like 10 times. And it's nuts, it's stupid. If you like Adam Sandler stuff, you're gonna like my comedies because it's just out there. I'm improvising for 1.5 hours, the entire movie. First movie is Batmark versus Supermark. I'm Batman and Superman, dressed as Batman and Superman. I still have the outfits. The Batman outfit's freaking awesome. Three's Company, the breakup artist. Once I got my green screen going, my mind just went poof. And I was like, wow, what if I found all these scenes with people that are like really happy, they're smiling at each other, drinking wine. Like one of the first scenes is this couple, they're sitting like staring at each other lovingly with the glasses of wine, smiling. There's like this beautiful scene, it's on the beach. You get the moonlight in the background. And I come and I sit right in the middle of them. I'm like, John, it's just not working out, Carol called me. She said, you're just kind of not bringing it, and so I'm here to save the day, And so the whole thing becomes this 1.5 hour movie of me ripping people apart, breaking them up. And so I'm getting calls. I created scenes where I'm like getting phone calls from people like, I need you to break up my relationship. I can't stand this lady. Can you come and here's the deal. I'm like, yeah, just send me. I'm sitting with like around a couple of Lamborghinis and stuff. I'm taking these phone calls, pretending I'm like some breakup artist. So the movie became Three's Company, the breakup artist. But it was improvised live. I created a character for that one. Like, it's nuts. Every single one has a character. I don't even remember what the guy's name was in that film. I came up with the name live in the moment. But then we did the next movie, which was The Wolf of Crypto, which is basically a parody of The Wolf of Wall Street. and it was a guy named Peter Bishop. I created this based on 2 words. I said I had just figured out a way to get crypto donations for the show at the time. And I was like, oh, this is cool. If anybody has crypto and they want to donate to the show, instead of donating cash, they could do a crypto donation. So I found it out and I was like, hey, here's the link, guys. But remember, don't send me the crap coins, Send me Bitcoin, full Bitcoin. But, we don't do a little, hey, we give $10. No, you give me a full Bitcoin, out of appreciation. And then I went on to saying about how this, you don't want to give me crap coins, like that BB poo poo coin. And when I said bibba poo poo, I said, I think it's bibba poo poo. I said, don't give me the bibba poo poo. And when I said bibba poo poo, I just went and I go, because bibba poo poo is like the worst. Everybody thought it was going to be a good one. And I just went into this whole thing. All of a sudden, that turned into where I created like photoshops of BB poo poo coin. And then I did PP poo poo coin, which was like, it's the follow-up to BB poo poo, because BB poo poo was like rug pulled. And when everybody rug pulled, they came out with a new one called PP poo poo. And then everybody bought that. There's this stupid, freaking crazy movie. At the end, there's a call from Donald Trump, not really, but as Peter Bishop, I'm rug pulling everybody. I'm stealing everybody's money. I'm like, yeah, no, put 150K there in BB poo poo. We're going to put it on there. It's going to run until red, And I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm making up stuff the whole time. But I'm ripping out people's money. And I'm talking about this one guy in the room I'm ripping on because he's a horrible salesman. And it's just like this whole other stories going on, just all improvised. And then at the very end, I'm on the phone call making up a phone call with somebody. And that's what I do. I'll pick up it's my microphone. And I'll just start making a phone call. It's actually I usually use my remote control. But I have this fake phone call with somebody. And they were like, oh, I'm a huge supporter of and at the time, I think he was still president maybe when I did this. Oh, I'm a huge supporter of the president. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, he's my uncle. And like, I'm joking as Peter Bishop that like, I'm doing whatever it takes to get people's money. You know what I mean? I'm the wolf of crypto. And so when he says, hey, my uncle is I love my uncle. I love President Trump. Is like, so as Peter Bishop, I'm like, he's my uncle. Maybe I can set up a meeting. If you put $1 million into the fund, like we're talking about here, maybe I could set up a phone call between you and my uncle. He said, well, if you could do that, I would absolutely. And I'm saying that just joking around. I'm like, if you could do that, I'll absolutely be on board, And all of a sudden you get Trumper on the phone and it's just me, I'm like, hello, Derek, how are you? This is Donald J. Trump up with a big league. And so I start doing the Trump impression and it got pretty crazy. It's pretty funny. But like I said, all of this was live. It's all live moments taking place in this moment here, which they hide from you. Whatever could be beneficial to you in this moment that is always going, they keep from you. They'll continue to force things that divide us. They'll continue to force things that bring us like a sense of fear and loathing and uncertainty. Everything is about uncertainty from them. From the people in charge. They don't want a place where you could break away for 10 minutes. 5 minutes, an hour. They don't want that. They want you connected to the teat of negativity. So, while I can, do your best to show up with me, okay? McLeod, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for the likes. That's my brother. Guys, McLeod, he's over here sometimes on YouTube too, kicking it with me. Russell, you rock, brother. I'm so glad you're here. I don't know about the show today, to be completely honest. The first part, there was really not much comedy to the comedy news today. This is one of those moments of reflection in a way. We played the song "The Enemy," which has not been released yet. If you liked that song, guys, head over to YouTube, subscribe, turn on all notifications because I'll be releasing that song this week. It is such a powerful song. Like and again, I know this is like he got huge because of it, but Oliver Anthony puts out that song "Rich Men from Richmond" or something like that. This song "The Enemy" puts that thing to shame. Like, I'm sorry, that's a good song. It is, but there's nothing that can touch "The Enemy." Nothing. I don't know how we get it out there, but that song is fire, and everything that was said. It's crazy. There's that handcuffs part. Taken away in handcuffs, got my mind blocked. Can't talk, no. You got me on shadow ban. Won't see me if you want, but you'll find me if you can. Won't see me even if you want, but you'll find me if you can. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so in the moment, I said, got my locked away in handcuffs, got my mind blocked. Can't talk, no. Got me on shadow ban. Won't see me even if you want. You'll find me if you can. G'day, man. I'm here, but they always keep me held down. They keep me from the world because I'm the enemy. Isn't that crazy? Created live. We also put the song out, No More Wars, which is on YouTube right now. It's a full music video where I took all this footage of war and these Russian soldiers walking, and it's amazing. It's got a very similar feel to The Enemy, but it's called No More Wars. Soldiers Keep Marching. I came up with a few different titles, but it's powerful. And I looked the other day, it was like 235 views, and then I'm like, that song right there should have millions and millions of views. It's a freaking war epic, and it speaks again to the time that we live in today. And you see footage of Macron, or whatever his name is, and Trudeau, and all these people that are destroying our world. Soldiers keep marching. Bombs keep falling. I forget all the 4 lines, but it's 4 lines that I came up with, and then I just kept vocally looping on top of. Oh, just got crazy. And then I took all this footage. I want to do the same thing with The Enemy, to be completely honest. That's why I haven't released it yet. I have thoughts on how I can create a music video for The Enemy. They keep you from the world. They'll shut you down when you're the enemy. It's a crazy song. If you didn't hear it, go back and listen to it, my friends. Thank you very much, Modoc, for being here, Tim for being here, Russell, and Virginia. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate that. I hope to see you if I can come back on later to do a second show. I'm not sure about that, but I'll do my best. Over on TikTok, I'll say thank you to you as well, my brother McLeod, and user 7658. You're awesome. Joanne, of course, is in the back wheezing. Anyway, hope to see you later. Thanks so much for being here. And remember, everything I do here is for entertainment purposes only. Hopefully, it's something that makes you feel better.